From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
And we're off and rolling in Toronto.
7:07.
Fouled off to the right. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
That's a ball. Nope, that's away.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boog. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away.
Jimenez feeds to second, out there. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill in this one, Patrick Sandoval. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
No, that's a ball.
Up the middle, Sogard sends it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at our lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. you just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Right through there for a strike. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Bateman wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. 1-2, bottom of the first. The pitch. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Two down, nobody on. Clips the corner. That's strike 2. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, designated
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. In the air, left field. And a foul ball. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. And a foul ball. The 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. That ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back now in Toronto. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Here's your 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
In the air, right field. Lucas on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
No score here in the second. Right side, Clement. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, Caleb Durbin. Hard hit left side. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Rogers Center. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
That's the ball.
And a big swing and a miss. Hit on the ground to short. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Here's the 0-2. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one drilled left field. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Man at first, one away. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Tap foul at the plate. The Blue Jays with a chance to score first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Out towards right center field. Abreu has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month. You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Two on, two outs. Down low and kicks away. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Liner snagged at first. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. New inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, Jaron Duran. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. That clips the corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Yes, he did. That's a swing. Close one doesn't get the call. And it's 2-2. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Batting 8, shortstop Andrew Monasterio.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first in time.
Batting 9th, second baseman Nick Sogard.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Nick Sogard. Ground ball left side. A sliding stop over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Back now in Toronto. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Charles McAdoo. Swing and a miss.
Oh.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side. Contreras takes it himself. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And that's outside, and it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1.
Oh.
Out to short. To first, they get him, but it was pretty close.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Start of the fourth. Here now the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida.
No, that's low.
And another ball. Here's a 2-0. This one in the air center field. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
That's the ball.
Here's a 1-1. Late with the swing there. Fly ball down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The 1-2. Up the middle, Jimenez. Over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
For the Red Sox, catcher Adley Rutschman.
Here's Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 1.
Going back to that last at bat for a moment, it's frustrating when you don't have the lead and those hits aren't falling in. But as my friend Dory would say, just keep swimming.
Check swing went around. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. What a stop. To first, and they get the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Back here at Rogers Center, now it's the Toronto designated hitter, George Springer.
George Springer.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ball 2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And it's going to stay a strike. Still one challenge left for them. Started after it, appeal to first. Didn't go. The 3-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Payoff pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Rafaela under it. And there's one away.
next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next one misses, and the count is 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And he walked him.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman Ernie Clement.
Go ahead run on base. Ernie Clement, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And takes low for ball 1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
The 2-1. Here goes the runner. Fought off foul. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Nope, ball 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Two. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Kirk, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 2-2. Here's a rocket to right field. And that is that. We're headed to the 5th. No score. Back now in Toronto. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Red Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
1-1 down. Just missed. Here's a 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And K is his third of the game. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. In the air, right field. Lucas takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
Here's the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball there. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw.
Miles Straw.
Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Takes it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense. And when you force and get anxious, it starts being a lot more likely that you'll let those pitchers off the hook.
Now he breaks his bat. And he beats it. He's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Go ahead, run on base. Charles McAdoo getting ready to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. And that drops in for a strike. Yo, 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone. Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
This one in the air right field. That one is foul, and he'll see another. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Over to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Next to hit, Jaron
For the
Duran.
Red Sox, left fielder Jaron Duran.
Let's go, Dylan. He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Stays alive. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
This one in the air. Clement. And that quickly, 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman Nick Sogard.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Sogard. Grounded out his first time up. That misses. Ball 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that is that. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching for Boston.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Slayton.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Leading off for Toronto, center fielder Red Bateman.
Fastball for a strike. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Seth Martinez up and loosening in the pen. Moran getting cranked up as well. Out towards right center field. Abreu settles under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Ball. No, that's a
Slate,
ball.
28 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019. Next offering is outside. That one found hard the other way. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter.
Here's George Springer.
Nope, that's high. Strike! Woo!
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Fouled off left side. Two and two. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a payoff pitch. And that one hammered, going back on the warning track and hauls it in. No runs, no hits, no errors. 7th inning coming up, and we still have no score. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
The 1-0.
That's out the corner. Up.
And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and blasts one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Swings through him for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Adley Rutschman up next for the Red Sox. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Leading off For Toronto, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
And a foul ball. Curveball drops in for a strike.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
There's a swing and a drive. Base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And that drops in for a strike. The 0-1. Line to right, base hit. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now at the plate, Andres Jimenez. Line and a base hit into right. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And that's in for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a foul out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up or something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit. One run is in. Another comes in to score. And they lead by 2.
He was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Justin Slate departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for Boston,
On the mound now,
number
Garrett
22,
Whitlock.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
First and second, no outs. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. And that's a base hit. Coming around third is Jimenez. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Late swing fouled off. Outside low, ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Inside, and it hit him. And now the bases are loaded. All loaded up. Brett Bateman will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it, but no advance from the runners. The Jays trying to break this one open here, the bottom of the 7th. Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And there's the strike. Now the 0-1. This one in the air right field. And that's a foul ball. Bases juiced, no outs.
To pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Here's a 1-2. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take.
And a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases all loaded up. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. This is again 5 in a row.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Almost got him. And the right-hander's 3-1. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Fouls away the first offering.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to the left. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Double play ball to second. Flips it. There's one. 4-6-3 the run scores.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Garrett Whitlock won't go any further, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for Boston.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Eric Miller.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
So up next, Ernie Clement.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
On to first, an acrobatic play to end the inning.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Leading off for Boston, first baseman Wilson Contreras.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to Chase. Movement in the bullpen. Chase Lee getting ready to go. Fluhart also throwing. Got him looking for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Abreu wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Blue Jays up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox.
You know, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Rogers Center, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Activity in the bullpen. Seth Martinez getting loose out there. The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Miles Straw.
Right through there for a strike.
Let's go, Miles.
And that one sliced foul. Jimenez on at first, nobody out. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one in the air, right field. Abreu makes his way towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
One out man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Swings through that one for strike 2. strikes him out with 100. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Chase Lee. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now batting Jaron Duran.
Red Sox, left fielder Jaron Duran.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Lee. He's got some good and some bad. The positive is he doesn't walk very many guys. But, Chris, the problem is that he is prone to giving up some homers. Chopper right side. Clement. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Now, a manager can see it pretty early just by the swings that players are taking, whether they're fouling the ball back, if they're on time, the front foot is down. When you see that, probably don't want to leave him in too long.
That's the ball.
And a 1-1. There's a line drive to left field. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And next for the Red Sox, Nick Sogard. That's to third. Fires over to Guerrero. Only one out left for the Red Sox.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
Oh, and he hit him.
Hit by pitch. First base.
Up next for the Red Sox, center
So
fielder,
2 down, Cedar Rafaela. Up next for the Red Sox, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one a little bit high, ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. That misses, and that's ball 2. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Here's a 2-1. Got one out to right. Lucas on his way over. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take this one in a blowout.
That was a pretty close one until that huge 7th inning really turned things around. The bats just caught on fire, and it seemed like nobody could make it out. Put a lot of runs up, and that propelled them to the win.